Gary Barnes and Carlos Garnett in New York. No, that's where it was. So when I came back, retired. Nobody's in there. Nobody's in there.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Okay.
Would you mind a quick interview? Would you mind a quick interview?
She's trying to get her mother straightened out, you know.
No, it's for school.
No, it's not.
It's for the community.
It is.
It's a community card.
Here you go. That's my card.
Oh, yes, okay.
Martha, go ahead. Find out something.
You want to ask us a question? Yes, I do. What's your name? My name is Melanie. Dee and I.
Martha, have a seat.
And I'm looking forward to her being honored.
You're looking forward to who being honored? And how do you know her?
We've been friends also never Oh yeah, she's fabulous. And that's what do you do? I'm a singer. Singer? I do jazz. Jazz, why aren't you on stage today? Didn't invite me.
Can you tell us about a little bit about your friend, Miss McNeil?
Dee Dee is a wonderful writer, fabulous entertainer, and a great humanitarian. Well, there's a lot of different things. One of the things is recently elected candidates for the homeless. She's a Baptist. Yeah, she does a lot of good things.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome.
Is there a band? A musical band?
And Miss Neal?
An interview. Oh, no, I'm on the door.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Quick.
I thought she was here. Yeah.
Hey, so I'm Brandon Bruce, and we're at the Living Legends Pavior's Night here at the Bird Park with Miss Barbara Morrison. And this right here is our honoree, one of them. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Tina McNeil, and I came to California from Detroit. And I've been performing in and around Los Angeles and the world. I've performed in 17 countries.
Sir.
I feel so honored.
What are you looking forward to most today?
I'm looking forward to seeing so many of my really good friends and to helping
Somebody got a hot out here. Get ready to put a ticket on it.
bring some new people.
Thank you. I just want to say I hope this night is one of the most magical nights of Dee Dee's life because she deserves it. And so does Betty Bryant. These are some of the most beautiful, talented people in the whole wide world.
Thank you, Barb. Thank you.
Ready? Alright, so I'm here at Pavior's Night with one of the honorees, Miss Betty Bryant. Miss Betty Bryant, she's being honored tonight for her leading through jazz, like everything she's done and set up for other people. I'll edit all this, don't worry. So she's being honored for all of her tributes to jazz and the history of music. So this is Miss Betty Bryant. And if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you most look forward to tonight.
I look forward to everything tonight. I'm very honored to be here. In addition to being the honoree. I think it's great that everybody is interested in jazz. And I've been able to present. I've been playing professionally
you to our jazz fans for coming out to salute our legends. How about a round of applause for just for yourselves, just for being out here. Now, I know some of you in the building, and some of you know me, but not everybody knows me, not that that's that important. But you may know of Dolphins of Hollywood if you've been in Los Angeles more than a year or two. And that's where I grew up. The store Dolphins of Hollywood, my father's store. So, you know, I was listening to Charles Mingus when I was 18 months old because he was in our living room. So, you know, I'm very happy to still be a part of the scene here in Los Angeles. And among other things, I co-produce the Central Avenue Jazz Festival. And I do everything that I can to be sure that we remember why we're here. And the reason we're here tonight is for people like Dee Dee McNeil and Betty Bryant. And over the years, we've had opportunities to do this more than once. I also happen to be the president and chairman of the board of the Jammin Foundation. And the reason I am and became was because Donald Scott McDuff told me that was going to be my job. Y'all know Donald Scott McDuff? This was Dol's vision. Dol's vision was that we create a series of living legends events to pay tribute to our Paviors. Now, Paviors is a word that Dol came up with because we pay attention to our saviors. But Paviors was created to recognize not just the folks who've done well in their careers, but the folks who have given back to us in their careers. Because lots of folks came to town to make money and left. Right? And there are lots of folks who came to town and stayed and passed on their knowledge. I was with Dee Dee McNeil what night was that, Dee Dee? Just last night, I forget. You know, Tuesday night was LTD, last night was something else, tomorrow night's Black Triple. And Dee Dee and Yvonne Butler and some others are reaching out to teach young people what this music is about. And it's not about what they learn in the classroom, it's what they learn about from people who are doing it. People who have the experience, who have the background, and do it because they love it, not because somebody's paying them to be a teacher in a classroom. And those are the kinds of folks that are represented by these Living Legends Awards. The folks who reached back and left some of us, and left part of them with us and that next generation. You know, Los Angeles, and I said more than a million times, Los Angeles is the capital of forgetting. So if folks forget that Dexter Gordon went to Jefferson High School, and if folks forget that Buddy Collette went to Jordan High School, and if folks forget that Jesse Belvin went to Jefferson, and Chico Hamilton went to Jefferson, and the Woodman brothers went to Hamilton, and the Royal brothers went to Jefferson High School, you know whose fault that's going to be? It's going to be our fault. So yeah, and you got the wristbands? You know what that wristband is for? The next time you go to a Barbara Morrison concert, wear that wristband, you get $5 off. Okay? So I know you left $10 or $15 at the front door to make up for that $5 you could get off on the next concert and the next concert and the next concert. Because these artists need to make money too, and we're here to support them. So thank you all for that. It's Thursday night, but you know what? Any night's a good night for some music. Jacques Lejour, Mr. Tom Bardano, and on drums, and Ivan on drums. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a great evening. Thank you very much.
This is a very great evening. We're glad to have the Jammin Foundation, and Dal was very adamant about that we keep this going. Even before she transited, she was, y'all keep this going, keep this thing happening, you know, so we plan on doing that. There's some great musicians in the audience. Robert Kyle, if you have your saxophone, please feel free to join us. So you can sit back there, you have the horn, no sax, okay, it's okay. Well, we're honoring two great women of jazz music, and not just the music, but also their personalities and what a joy it is to be around. And I thought about, what are we going to play for them? What are we going to do? We're going to call them up soon to come join us in a moment. But before we do, I want to play a song for each one of them, because each one of them has a different personality. The first time I saw Miss Bryant, she was swinging. I remember being in, she was just swinging at the piano. It was just obvious, you know. She was.
Betty Bryant, we thought about you. It's your night. I'd like to invite up a friend, not just a friend to me, and not just a friend to Betty, but a friend to the world of jazz and the world of our music. And I can say lots of nice things about Mark Miller and Corniche Entertainment, but I think I'm just going to say thank you for people like Mark Miller, because he's such a great friend and a great supporter, and one of the people that always brings a smile on my face. Please welcome.
Okay, I'm first, huh? All right. I wrote a speech, but it doesn't really seem like a speechy kind of thing, so I just want to, whose phone is that? I just want to talk from the heart about my friend Betty. But first of all, Aditi, you do so much in this community to champion this music. You're amazing. A tireless champion, a fabulous singer. Wonderful. But Betty, you're just my best friend. I don't know what else to say. She's fun to hang out with. She's a great cook. Her biscuits are a work of art. They're amazing. There is grease in her gravy, and it's wonderful. And fat back in her beans. I can attest to that. She's a great dinner companion, whether we're eating at her friend Susan Fenniger's restaurant Street, or one of the nice restaurants we go to, or dining at a burrito joint on the side of the road by San Bernardino on the way to a gig in Palm Springs. She's just really, really a lot of fun to hang out with, and I'm so proud to know her. I don't know, I had all this stuff written out, and there's nothing I can really do other than say how much I love you, and how lucky we are to have you in town, and you're just the best. The music just pours out of Betty. She was mentored on 17th and Vine in Kansas City by Jay McShann. And she came to LA in 1955 to replace Earl Grant at a little club in Beverly Hills. And she's been entertaining audiences around the world ever since. She is sophisticated, swingy, smart, funny, and sexy. Absolutely. And a little bit naughty. We are well known at several watering holes around town. We like the Buggy Live on La Tierra. We like O Bar. We like Musso and Frank's Street. We like to drink, is what I'm trying to say. But Betty always drinks with class like she does everything else. She never sips too much, and there's always really good conversation to go along with it. She's a hoot. I love her, and my dear friend, I love you. Congratulations, you so deserve this night.
Now, take notes, because Mark's only the first person that you thought you knew something about Betty already, and there are more to come. We'd like, oh, by the way, you have the programs. You've got, part of the bio, so I'm going to presume that we all can read. You don't need me to read it to you. But it's such a nice program that, for a lot of you, I'd consider getting it signed before you leave. You can write them a lot of nice signatures and, something to take home that says Betty Bryant, of course. We'd like to invite another speaker up to tell you a little bit about Betty. So would you please welcome Christine Padua-Lopez. I'll watch it.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. I first would like to start out by saying congratulations on receiving this prestigious award. Each time I think of you, which is every day, I am filled with overwhelming joy and profound respect. Please excuse me. I remember meeting you at Chatney's in Burbank in 1994 when I drove out here from Brooklyn, New York. I knew no one in LA. And when I saw you at the piano, I froze in my seat with awe. I knew you were very special, like Carmen McRae, Shirley Horn, and Mary Lou Williams, and many other jazz legends. Your talent is that of mastery. What you bring to the world of jazz is an everlasting breath of life. I am very honored to know you, and I am forever blessed by your music and your person. Your music soars and uplifts me to a peaceful and colorful paradise. I admire you and love you always. Once again, congratulations.
Isn't there a lot of love in the room? Yeah. You know, we don't get to go too many places where there's a lot of love in the room, so appreciate it, please. We'd also like to take a couple of minutes from another one of those who've been very close to Betty and hear a little bit about Betty as well. I think he knows a little bit about Betty. He can tell you how long he's known her when he gets up here, but please welcome Adam Marino.
As with Christine and Mark, I also want to say congratulations, Didi McNeil, to your fine honor, as well as my mom. And just, I am so, as I'm sitting here, so overwhelmed with the feeling of being back home. And what I mean by that is I left, I was born and raised sort of in the LA area, and I did some things outside and went to go move into the valley. But coming back home and feeling the vibe and the energy, it just really makes me feel so inspired that I want to thank all of you guys for just having the energy here tonight. Like, give yourselves a round of applause. And it's all possible by this fabulous event that we have here tonight. So enough of all of that. I just wanted to share that, my personal feeling. If I can, I was scolded really little by when I was mad at my mom, and I called her Betty. And she said, "Don't you ever call me Betty, I'm your mother." Okay. So I'm going to call her Mom, as I refer to her tonight. And for those who know my mother know that they can easily call her Mom too, because she generates that energy and love that just sort of makes you feel like, yeah, that's my mother. That's my mother. In fact, when I was growing up on 12th Avenue, all of my friends used to come by the house and go, "Man, your mom is so cool. I wish I had a mother like that." and I knew then that there was just we had this special bond, and we've carried this bond throughout our entire lives and become not just a mother and son, but friends, loving friends. And Mom, I want to tell you, I love you, and I'm so proud of you for everything that you've done, the encouragement that you give people that you touch. I remember at LA City College when she first did her first project, or they called it albums back then. It was called "We're Swinging," featuring Senator Gene Wright and Clarence Johnson. And it was a trio that they recorded live at LA City College. And all of the people that were there who experienced that magical moment have been encouraged and touched in the musical world because of your talents and what you brought to us. She's encouraged not just students, but she's encouraged me. And she's encouraged me to be the fighter that I am. If you know Betty, my mom, you know what a good-spirited soul she is, and she touches people just by her conversation, and you feel like you've known her all your life when you get to talk to her. And if you haven't met her and haven't a chance to speak with her, I encourage you to do so during the night, because you will have truly a new friend. And you know, Jeanette in the background, she's a true friend. She comes and sees her whenever she can, and finally, I just wanted to say that she's helped young people throughout, for example, the Dole Coker Foundation and Sybil's Foundation. She's been a part of that organization from the very beginning, and it has a special place in her heart. And by recognizing ladies of living jazz legends, it just, I hope, continues to bring this great music and to the younger people that keep these legends' names alive and create new legends. Mom, thank you for the opportunity. I know I'm rambling on, but I'm sorry. I love you. Take care. Thank you.
There's another dear friend in the house we'd like to invite him up. Some of you know that my dear friend James Janice likes to refer to him as heavy artillery. Mr. Artillery.